Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday on a Tuesday. Here's what I'm taking with me to work today, the day after Labor Day. First of all, I have coffee for 0 smart points with 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half for 0 smart points. I have 1 teaspoon of Teamy Skinny Tea for 0 smart points with a half a lime juiced inside. 0 smart points for coffee and tea. For lunch, I'm having this Waldorf salad. It's actually a chicken Waldorf salad. So there are 2 small Granny Smith apples diced. I have about a cup of grapes, which are cut in half, and then I have some diced celery. Also in that's all 0 points. Then I have 2 tablespoons of this Banquet Light mayonnaise for 1 smart point. I have 3 ounces of the Foster Farms grilled chicken breast strips. 3 ounces is 1 smart point. And then I have 1 tablespoon of slivered almonds for 1 point and 1 tablespoon of dried cranberries for 1 point. So the chicken Waldorf salad is 4 smart points. For snacks today, I'm going to be having this muscle milk. It is the light 100 calorie muscle milk for 1 smart point. And this banana. This banana is not very ripe. It's actually been in the refrigerator. If you refrigerate your bananas at the point where you like them the best, at the point where they are the perfect ripeness for you, they will continue to turn dark on the outside, but the inside will be at the same ripeness as they were when you put them in the fridge. So this is more on the green side. You would never know it. Anyway, so snacks today are 1 smart point. Lunch is 4, coffee and tea 0. That is 5 points until dinner tonight. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to all of you. Here's my outfit of the day. Yes, it's a leggings day because today is weigh-in day. I am in a bit of a quandary because I was quite late to work this morning. Just an issue. It was dialysis. Long story. Anyway, late this morning, nobody's fault, but I do need to work half an hour later now. So I am pretty much going to miss the entire Weight Watchers meeting. I will essentially get there at 20 to 25 minutes after the meeting starts. I will have time to sit down for about 10 minutes and then weigh and leave. It's almost not worth it, especially since I know that my weight is up. So it's very, very tempting just to skip the whole thing. However, I want to give myself a good starting point. So I want to know what my weight is today. I believe we're getting like a 4-month calendar today. So I want to get the calendar. I want to know what my start weight is, and I want to set some goals for the next few months for the fall. So I need to go, but that's how my Tuesday is going so far. And I just have so much work to do at work. I literally have so much to do in every arena of my life that I am starting to feel very overwhelmed. I have so much work to do at work. I have so much personal work to do. I have housework to do. I have my personal meal planning, meal prep, life stuff to do. And things that I want to do for other people. There's a Bible study that I just signed up for that starts today that I need to find 10 to 15 quiet minutes for. The list goes on and on and on, so I am just feeling a little bit overwhelmed today. I am supposed to run for 3 to 4 miles at lunch today. I always run on the day of my weigh-in, and that is because I sweat a lot when I run, so I need to lose any extra fluid that I have hanging on to my body, and that's a great way to do it. So I need to run at lunch, but honestly it's the last thing I want to do right now, so I'm feeling conflicted there. I'm in that real burned out love-hate relationship thing with running right now. I want to run and I really don't want to run. So I mean, there's a million other things I feel like I could do with my time this afternoon. I could take a car nap, I could go for a walk and listen to my audiobook. I could even stay in the office and get some work done. there's a lot of other things I feel like I'd rather do with my time today, but I feel like I need to run because of weigh-in. So, and that's not how I want it to go. I am so burned out on running that I want to run because it's fun or because it feels good. And neither one of those reasons sounds appealing at all to me right now. So I'd much rather just go for a walk. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do at lunch today. I'm not sure what I'll do when I get home today because I will have very limited time between the time I get home and the time I need to go to bed, and I have so much to accomplish. So not a lot of cheeriness from this side of the screen today. So anyway, I think that's all I've got going on today. I guess you guys will have to stay tuned and find out where my priorities lay, what she gets done, and what she decides not to care about. I'm gonna head back to the office right now. It actually feels pretty darn good out here. I am thankful that at least fall is coming. Thank you, God, for that. And you know what, I do have to say, I actually woke up very thankful this morning. I have so many blessings and so many things to really appreciate and be thankful for and not take for granted. And that's a completely separate issue from the overwhelming, drowning feeling I'm kind of feeling right now. I am not ungrateful for all of the opportunities I have. Every single thing that I have to do today is an opportunity for me to be a better person, to help somebody else, to better my spiritual health, to work for my attorneys. Everything I have to do today is an opportunity that I'm super thankful for, but I need to figure out how to balance it better. And you know, even the planner's not helping right now. Like, I can plan everything out, but when there's just not enough time in the day to accomplish everything that you've planned, where do you put it? You can't put it on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday because those days have their own fresh set of to-dos. So this is my quandary. Anyway, I'm glad we had a good weekend because now it's just back to the grind. Only 4 days of this work week though, and then a full week next week, and then I go on vacation. So that's also causing just a bit of stress. I want to say I don't feel like I'm ready, but I feel like I have so much to do to get ready to go on vacation. And then once I get there, it's not going to be super relaxing because I have so many people that I need to see and I want to see, and just lots of running around and hanging out and being with people, which is good, but it gets tiring too. So I'm just bracing myself for that. Anyway, now I'm really going back to work and I'm going to think about what I want to do for my lunch break. Did I also mention that my back hurts? So I don't know what's up with that, but I hope it's not a flare-up that's gonna be as bad as the last time, because I didn't do anything weird, I didn't bend weird, I didn't lift anything crazy, I haven't tweaked it out, I haven't even exercised for the last, 3 days. So, and that's actually another good reason that I probably should exercise today. Oh my gosh. Okay, I decided to be super nice to myself, let myself off the hook, and take a car nap. So, I have nothing on in the car, so hopefully the battery won't be dead by the time I wake up. And just gonna get a little shut-eye for now. Bye. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was out like a light. It's 88 degrees outside and the heat didn't bother me or anything, so apparently it definitely needed that. That was far better than a 4-mile run, in my opinion. Hey everyone, it is now 7 o'clock. I did my time. I'm headed out of here, headed to Weight Watchers right now. You can see I never even put on all of my makeup today because I literally did not have time. I just never had time. Today has been A crazy day. I did not do... Did I do my first walk break? Yeah, I did do my first walk break. It was like so long ago, I don't even remember. So I did my first walk break. I did not do anything at lunch, and I did not do my second walk break. I just flat out didn't feel like it. I don't really care about my steps right now, today anyway. And I didn't want to go out in the heat, and I was really trying to get a lot of things done. So I don't feel bad at all for making good use of my time. There will be more days, more time, like tomorrow, that I can fit in some more exercise. So I've not worked out since Friday night, but I don't feel bad about it. So I also don't feel bad about taking a lunch nap. I was not really particularly tired before I took the nap, at least not physically, but I felt so rejuvenated after my nap, and I felt like I was able to be so much more productive. And not only that, but I just felt so much better mentally, less overwhelmed, more focused, and I was able to get quite a few things done. So I kind of brought it back to a normal day, thank God. So I got a lot of things done. That's awesome. I know that the reason I am constantly tired and overwhelmed is because I do too many things. So I know that I need to reduce the things that I do. But literally number one, there are a lot of things that I feel I have to do because of obligations to others. And number two, there are a lot of things that I want to do for myself, for people around me. So it's just really hard to know where to draw the line and find balance for myself so that I'm not wearing myself out constantly like this. So I need to work on that. I don't even know where to start, but I need to work on that. So I am headed to Weight Watchers, and I know my weight is up, especially since I didn't run. I feel like I'm retaining fluid from the weekend, of course, and of course I had several very high point days over the weekend. So whatever it is, I'm not dying over it. I am accepting it, and I know what I did wrong. I know what I needed to change, and I need to make a determination and a decision for myself that I am ready to change what needs to be changed. So I need to get on my 30-point game. That's literally all there is to it, and I feel like I do a pretty decent job of that during the week, and weekends are my time. So I knew that this weekend, especially being a 3-day weekend, was going to be, I planned as best I could, and I stuck to that plan as best I could. Some days were a win, some days total fail, and some were an almost pretty close, dead on, a good valiant try. So all I can do is do my best again and really plan and track. I am such a firm believer in pre-tracking, because if I had not planned what I was gonna have, had some sort of idea so I know what to bring, what to do, what to order, I am just such a huge believer in pre-tracking and planning. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I know I need to do. So whatever it is at Weight Watchers tonight, it is what it is. I am actually very sad to have to miss the meeting because we were going to talk about some September goals and setting ourselves up for a win. And we're getting a little 4-month calendar, so I'm definitely going to get the calendar and make it work for myself. I'm also going to weigh in. I'll probably sit down first and then weigh in. I also am contemplating, I have a journal, I have a Weight Watchers journal. I think I showed it at the beginning of this video or yesterday's video. It's the brown journal, and I wrote in it for a few months in about January, February of, not this year, last year. So it's been quite a while, but in looking back and reflecting and seeing how I was feeling and how I was doing and the things I was eating and my activity and my whole thought process for being on plan, it's really interesting. It's hard to say whether I've grown or not grown since then. I've lost weight, but it's really just, lifetime is just such a continuation of the same thing. The same, eating healthier, being kind to yourself, getting some activity in, balance. It's all a bunch of the same thing, and that's why it's called a lifestyle, and that's why I refuse to tell people I'm dieting or I'm on the Weight Watchers diet. I hear that a lot, even in the Weight Watchers community, and it just makes me cringe because this is not a diet, you guys. And if you think you're on a diet, then someday you're gonna go off the diet, and then what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna be? Or where are you gonna head after that? Up? Probably. So I really, really dislike calling it a diet. This is how I choose to live my life. Some days I'm better at it than others. Some days I just suck. I used to call it back in my low carb days, which was also a lifestyle to me and which I maintained for about 13 years. I used to call it practicing. Every day was practice. I tried to hit a specific level. I tried to hit specific health goals for myself. And if I didn't quite make it, that's okay, because it was a practice day. It's the same thing with Weight Watchers. Every day I practice being better at hitting my goals. Every day I practice trying to hit 30 smart points. I may not hit it, but I'm learning. I am definitely learning along the way. So it's okay. It's okay if I had 3 days of crazy high points. I loved every minute of it. I value the time that I was able to spend with Eddie, with our friend, the activities that we had this weekend. I don't regret any of it, and so therefore I don't regret the food and the points. So that to me is balance, balancing my life, how I want to live, what I want to do with a healthy lifestyle and intake. So here I go again. I'm practicing today. I feel pretty good about today, about hitting 30 points, but I don't know where I was going with this, except that, you know, whatever it is at Weight Watchers tonight, it is. And if it's gonna be up, then it's gonna be up, and I know how to get it down, and I just need to commit to myself and determine that I'm going to do that. So I will share with you guys. I am almost there. I can't believe I've been rambling this whole time. I am almost there, and I will share with you guys the big number. It shouldn't be just about the number, but I'm sure you guys all want to hear about it. For people that ask me if I was still eating this many points when I was losing weight, no. I was drinking wine, and I would splurge on the weekends, but not to this extent. There's no way I would have hit goal splurging as often as I do. So it's actually probably unfortunate that I get away with it so much, because it kind of reinforces that behavior. But like I said, I don't regret my decisions and my food intake this weekend, so that's a win to me. Anyway, I'm almost there. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, that was like the shortest meeting ever. Bummer, because it seemed like a really good meeting too. It was all about setting goals, and I just realized I forgot to get the weekly. Oh well. I'll get it Saturday. So here's the numbers for anyone who's interested. So I haven't weighed in for 2 weeks, because if you remember, last week was the week that I was at Disneyland with my coworkers, so I was not able to go to my Weight Watchers meeting. So I have not weighed in for 2 weeks, and today I weighed in with a gain of 3.6 pounds. So I am at 139.4 pounds. My comfortable weight, my lifetime weight, is 145. So I am still under my lifetime weight, and I don't have to pay. Yay! But my comfortable weight is 135. 135 or less. So I am 4.4 pounds over my comfortable weight, and that is what I need to lose. So I'm not afraid of that. I am not worried about it. I'm not concerned. I know how to do it, and I just need to get firm with myself and decide that I'm going to do it. I need to create a plan for myself and a goal and just get after it. So unfortunately, it will probably take, so at my last weigh-in I was like 135.8. that was 2 weeks ago. So I would say it's taken me about 3 weeks to put on the extra weight. It will definitely take at least 3 weeks and maybe 4 to take it off, because unfortunately the weird science of it all is that it comes on super duper fast and it takes forever to come off. So let me think here. Let me just think out loud if we're gonna set some goals here. So I could realistically lose the extra weight in 4 weeks. Yeah, I think I could do that. So I need to lose 4.4 pounds in 4 weeks. I almost said that's totally doable, but might be a bit of a stretch for me. So I'm gonna say in 4 to 6 weeks. So anyway, that's my loose goal. I'm not going to set anything hard and fast. I feel like I want to put it out there, because if you don't have a goal without a plan is just a wish. But I know my tendencies, and I am such a black and white, all or nothing person. If I set myself up too strict, then it backfires on me, and I set myself up for failure, if that makes sense. So I want to have a goal, and I want to be pretty explicit about it, but I don't want to be too strict and too harsh on myself. So there's my loose-ish goal. What I know is that I need to lose 4.4 pounds. I don't think that I will necessarily put a time limit on it, so that's probably my best bet. It's a process, so it's going to be a continual process, whether I'm continually losing or continually gaining. Maintenance is never steady on, so it's definitely a process. So if it takes me 2 weeks, if it takes me 6 weeks, then as long as I'm working towards my goal, I am happy with that. So I'm headed home now. It's almost 8 o'clock. My days. I need to do a Bible study when I get home. So my 2 main goals, actually I have 3 main goals for tonight. I need to eat dinner, I need to do a Bible study, and I need to clean the litter box. And anything beyond that is icing on the cake. So that's where I'm at tonight. I have no idea what's for dinner, which is slightly odd, but Eddie had a meeting, so I don't think he had any ideas or maybe even any plans for cooking. So I may be heating something up out of the freezer, or I may be putting together a quick wrap, something like that. But I'll show you guys what it is when I get to that point. I just actually, like as soon as I got in the car, I just drank my muscle milk, so I'm not starving or anything. So I'll be fine for a while. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so here is what's for dinner tonight. This is 3 smart points. So I have some honeydew melon here for 0 smart points. This is some tomato soup, which actually is just the fire roasted diced tomatoes. I actually eat it just like that out of the can. I heat it up. You could add spices, you could add some almond milk to make it creamy. You could blend it. I like it just like that, right out of the can and hot. So that is my version of tomato soup, and of course it's 0 smart points. And then this is a 3 smart point grilled cheese sandwich. It is 2 slices of the Sara Lee 45 calorie delightful bread. 2 slices is 2 smart points. Then I have one slice of the Kraft fat-free singles for 0 smart points. And I have 1 slice of the Jarlsberg light reduced fat Swiss cheese for 1 smart point. So my grilled cheese sandwich is 3 points, everything else is 0. And then I've had 1 glass so far of red wine. I had 1 5-ounce glass, and 5 ounces is 4 smart points. So, oh, I also did have 1 tablespoon of these pork and beans. Those are just basic canned pork and beans. 1 tablespoon is 0 smart points. I would maybe like to have more, but I really can't eat too many beans because they hurt my stomach. So 1 tablespoon was very delicious and just enough. So this is it for dinner for me tonight.